Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So this is the look we're going to be doing today. It's a really simple smoky brown eye using the Modern Renaissance palette, and then I use Strawberry Shortcake from LipSense on my lips, which is kind of like a pinkish red, just to give a pop of color since it is summertime. It's a really simple look. I hope you enjoy it. If this is your first time, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave any comments below. To start today's look, we're going to apply an eyeshadow primer. I like to use the e.l.f. in sheer. It's just something cheap, but it's worked really well. It has never let me down. I like it because it has this wand, and you can just like wipe it all over your eyes. You don't have to worry about being nice and neat, or if you got it all over your fingers, or what brush you're going to use. And I just rub it in. It's really soft. And like really nude, because I've used like other skin tone colors and it comes out really tan, but if you're looking to use a lighter color, I don't like using a skin tone because it just creates a darker base versus this is sheer, and as you can see, it just is really sheer. So for today's look, we're going to be using the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to go in and start my crease with Cyprus Umber. So that's that dark brown over here in the corner. It's really pigmented, so we just want a little bit. And I'm going to use this e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, and it's kind of larger. And I'm just tapping it on the tip, tap a little off, and we're just going to start making that shape. So I just throw a little bit here, kind of flicked up, and then work it into the crease. I like to work with a little bit at a time because this palette is really pigmented. There you go. Oh yeah. So now we have that all packed in there nice and neat. I'll do a little more tweaking. So then we're going to look for a transition color before we go in with our Vermeers. So I think I'm going to go in with the Primavera. So that's that gold shimmer right here under the Vermeer. And we'll just do that. And that's going to be our transition color. So we're just going to lay it, pack it right there. But not all the way over because we're going to do our Vermeer on the inside. So we're just packing this one right here. I know it looks crazy right now, but I promise you it will not look crazy when we're done. So we'll just blend these colors a little bit together. We're just working on seeing if we need to add any more lighter brown in there, or if that's all we want. And I think I want to add a little bit more brown, but I'm gonna wait a minute. So when it comes to layering your colors, because you know it's all about blending and layering, because if you put too much on at first, you're gonna have like all this fall out on your face. So I like to just like tell myself, wait a minute, give it a second, let it all sit, and then go in and do another layer. So we'll go ahead and go in with our Vermeer. So I'm gonna pick up my e.l.f. It's like a shadow brush. It's kind of round and thicker on the end, so it's really nice for blending. And we're going to use that Vermeer, so that was that shimmer color right here. And if you're seeing that your color's not giving you enough payoff like you'd like, just give it a little squirt with something and then pick it up. This works really great for those shimmer colors, just to get more wham bam color going on. You don't want to brush it, you just want to pack it in there. See? And I just work that up into the crease, down to that corner, and over into that brown. Alright, and now we want to put that goldish color back in right there. So I'm probably going to wet my brush one more time. Just hold it off and just wait a second. We'll grab a little bit more of that goldish and just throw it in right there. It just helps a little bit of that transition color so it's not like white brown. Now we need to blend this out. So first we're going to go in with our matte color under our eyebrows. So I like to use, this is always this no name, just it's very flat, but I love the size. It's just perfect for getting under here. And it has kind of a little bit of a tapered end. We're going to go in with that tempera because that's a really good matte cream color. It's not really white, but cream. And we're just going to pack it under our eyebrows. And that's just going to give us a nice transition color. And then, of course, you just would never take a dark color up to the eyebrow. So, and then using that lighter color, too, is just going to help lift your eyebrow. So now that we have that matte color under our eyebrows and then down along the side of our nose in here, we're going to go in and blend out our crease because right now it just has this like really bold line. So I personally like to use a different color and my crease is slightly lighter than the color that I used on top so that it blends out. So I'm going to go in this Luxie 229 tapered blending brush and we're going to use the color Raw Sienna. And even though it's like really different from that Cyprus Umber we put in there, it's going to help just with that ombre effect as we are blending out. So I just take a little bit and work with it at a time. And we're putting it along that line. And then we're blending. So you can see we blended that a lot more up and we have that raw sienna in there versus over here we just have like a very bold line. It looks like, you know, maybe we're just starting to do our eyeshadow. We don't know what we're doing yet, but we're blending. So that's, like I said, I like to use a just lighter color and blend that dark into it so it kind of helps lighten it naturally, but then there's a lighter tone blending up into that neutral. Alright, so we have our eyeshadow base already done. You can let it sit, and then as you get working, you know, if you're one of those like me, you just get tweaking things. But for now, we're going to leave it, and we are going to work on our eyeliner. So, sorry, I had a brain fart. I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I just want a little bit heavier on my eyelashes, or my eyeliner, because I'm going to be putting fake eyelashes on. But like I said, I really like it. It's like helps create a nice clean line. It does suck if you're like me and you get it on here because it's waterproof eyeliner, meaning it's not the easiest to get off. But I'll probably fiddle with it after I get done with my face, or I'll just leave it because all I'm doing is going to get my nails done today. I swear they get so confused there because I either come in looking like a bum on the weekend and I'm like in sweats or gym clothes, or I come in like with a full face of makeup and they're like, oh, hi, Amanda? Is that you? Like, it's me. So now we are going to work on those fake eyelashes I was just talking about. So for my lashes today, I'm going to go in with some wispies, and these don't have a band, which I really, really like and wish I could find more lashes like this. And then I just have a little eyelash tool to help me hold them. We're going to see if we can do these on camera. I usually elect to go off camera because it can be a pain getting lashes on. So you're going to measure your lashes to make sure they're not too long and not too... I guess if they're too short, then that would matter too, but it'd be if they were too long. So you just kind of lay them in the scene. You're like, okay, they're not too far over or hanging too far off the side. If they were, you would just go in and simply trim them, but these are good to go. So we're going to apply our eyelash glue. I just have some lash grip glue from that Ardell line. Lash Duo is like one of my all-time favorites. I don't even know how I ended up with this one because I usually have Duo. So, I don't know. We're just going to apply it. This is a white one that dries clear. You just have to be careful when you're buying your different eyelash glues because some of them are stay white, some of them are black. I haven't tried a black one, but I feel like if I was being really messy that day, that would really suck because it'd be all over the place. I just like the clear ones because I can be messy, as you see with my eyeshadow, and it doesn't even matter. So and I'm just wiggling the band because I want it to be nice and loosey-goosey. Usually you would do this if you have ones that have a nice thick line, but like I said, these are clear on the end, which is really awesome, but I still like to bend them a little bit just so when I put them on, they kind of sit, especially on those ends. I always have trouble with the ends of my eyelashes popping up, and then that's like the worst. So we just wait about 30 seconds because you want it to be tacky when you go to put it on. So we're going to take our eyelashes, so we gotta get hurrying up because I just realized what time it is and I have a nail appointment to get to. So we're gonna apply our primer on our face. So I'm gonna use the Porefessional from Benefit, and we're just gonna apply it all over our face, focusing a lot on those bigger pore areas being our T-zone, at least for me. Alright, so then we're going to go in with our Wet Beauty blender and apply our foundation. So today I'm going to be using the True Match Lumi that I usually use all the time. It's my favorite drugstore foundation, and I use it in the color Warm 1, Warm 2. So we're just going to apply it onto our Wet Beauty blender and blend, 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 blend. After you have your foundation, as you can see today, I am fighting with my foundation. I don't know why it's deciding it wants to streak on me today, but hopefully by the time we add our concealer, I never have a problem with this foundation, so I'm going to blame it on the fact that it is raining today. So we're going to go in with our concealer, and today is going to be the first time I use Tarte Shape Tape, and I got it in the color Fair Neutral. So this is the first time I'm using it. I'm pretty excited. I've heard a lot of great things about it. I have heard that it dries quick, so we'll work on one side and then move on. So I really like that it has that brush already. And then we're going to use our Wet Beauty blender again and just dab it in. I really like that coverage. Look at that. Oh. I can see why everybody is obsessed over this. So we're going to bring it up high, but not all the way to our eyelash line because we're going to go with our eyeshadow that we already used. But I do like to bring this up under. So yeah, I'm totally on the Shape Tape train because look at this. And then I blended it down into where it was looking patchy today on my cheeks. And it really cleaned it up. Okay. I am in love with this now. So we'll see how it holds up, especially on this like gloomy, rainy day. But right now, I love it. So to go under my eyes, because I just want it to be a lighter color, I'm going to use the e.l.f. HD powder in Sheer. And it's a white powder. I really like this for under my eyes. And I just go in with my Wet Beauty blender. And I'm just going to pack that in there. We're not rubbing, we're just packing. because we want our concealer to stay right where it's at. And we're going to set the rest of our face real quick, and then we'll bronze it up. So this is where I'm going to go in with that AirSpun powder. I already have it open. And just going to not spill it everywhere, but grab a little bit on our powder brush. This is the extra coverage translucent, so this is like really thick. You only need a little bit of it, and it goes a long ways. And we're just gonna pack it. So I always just pat my powder on. I don't rub it because then you start moving around foundation and everything. So I just pack it with a fluffy brush, and then you can go over with your fluffy brush again and brush everything. Before we do anything else, we're going to go in and do the bottom eyelash line. So I chose to stop talking on camera because I was getting really close to having to leave. So we went in and did our lower lash line with the colors we had used earlier for our eyeshadows. And then I'm going in with mascara and just gently tapping those lower eyelashes to give them a little pop of color because I am a natural blonde. And then we're going in with the Hoola powder, and we're just bronzing up our face. This is my first time using this powder, and it is really pigmented. I'm not sure yet if I like the powder because it's a little more warmer than I'm used to. I tend to like a cooler bronzing powder just because I am so pale right now. So I'll have to use this a few more times and see how I like it, but I definitely recommend using just a little bit because it is so pigmented. So we're just continuing with that bronzing powder up along our hairline, under our jawline, in our cheekbone area, and just blending it really well. Like I said, the stuff is really pigmented, so you only want to use a little. Here I'm going in with a smudge brush just because the tip is so fine, and I'm going along the sides of my nose. I always try to remind girls to do this because when you apply your foundation, you kind of wash your whole face out, so you need to put those shadows back in so that you have shape to your nose, or else your nose just kind of disappears. So just add a little bit on the sides, play with it, see what you like best. And then I put a little bit under my lip just to help with that natural pout. For my blush, I'm using the Wet n Wild Fergie brush with Destiny color. It's a peach, but it's really pigmented. It only takes a little bit. I'm going in with my e.l.f. brush, and I'm just buffing that color into my cheeks. Next is my favorite part, highlighter. So I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Gleam palette using the color Crushed Pearl, which is a very soft whitish pink, and I'm just applying it above my blush. As you can see, I just love it. I'm putting a little bit on the tip of my nose just to help that natural shine that's already there, and above my lip, and then we'll put some in the corner of our eyes and under our eyebrow bone. So I forgot that I was recording for a second. It was just like admiring that shine. I love highlighter. So we're going to set our face with my favorite setting spray, which is Slay All Day from Gerard Cosmetics. I love this stuff. And voila, there you have it. We finished our look off with the color Strawberry Shortcake from LipSense. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this easy tutorial for a brown smoky eye and a pop of color on the lips. Don't forget to give my video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave any comments below. Until next time, bye!